Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian.
And Jinx here.
And welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 on the PlayStation 5. Alright, so we're going to be opening up today's episode by fixing our realm issue here, where we are well above our domain holding limit. We can only hold 5 counties, and we're currently holding 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we need to get rid of we technically need to get rid of 5 of these. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to take the penalty for having 1 extra and just get rid of 4 of these. Because frankly, 5 is really not that much. I feel like we would be able to have a lot more if our character here wasn't so terrible at stewardship. He's really not good. And unfortunately, our wife's not good at that either. Which is something that I was wondering about, because it seemed kind of odd that they didn't have this. I couldn't figure out why they didn't have the other jobs here. You just need to click on this. And there's the other jobs for the spouse. Though I don't know if any of them would actually be better. So if we look at this, we're currently getting, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So yeah, that's really the best one, just straight point-wise. We'd like to increase our stewardship. The extra 1 would not increase the domain holding limit, unfortunately. So yeah, you can see going for court intrigue, you're getting 5 points in intrigue, or 6 points into martial. But yeah, I think just doing the assist ruler is probably the best option in this case here. But yeah, let's go and give these titles out, guys. I already know we're going to give out this one here. We're going to keep Santiago. That's because of the great church here, the Grand Cathedral. We're going to keep it for that because it's such a fantastic modifier here. Just the 2+ a month on tax is great, but look at all those modifiers. Holding taxes, yeah. Your pieties increase, renowns increase. So yeah, if we can get that church built for 1,000 gold, Santiago would be really worth having. But we will get rid of this one here. So we'll get rid of that one and this one over here. And then I'm thinking these 2 here in the Duchy of Leon. Frankly, we need to create some duchy titles. We don't actually have any. We just have the kingdom titles. Yeah, let's go and start with this one. And the way I often do it, I look at my knights and I see if I've got any good knights who need to be rewarded. This man here lost his face. Yeah. Gaston lost his face for us. So of course we should give him a title. Just makes sense.
Watch him stab you in the back because he's a treacherous villain.
Of course he will. He's a treacherous villain. It says right out there at the top.
We kind of improved his look.
He looks pretty cool, I think. I think the mask looks cool. But yeah, let's go and grant him a title. I hate that it's kind of difficult to give this through the map because you got this little sliver here.
Little strip.
Yeah, that's what you got. That's what you can give. So we're going to give him just this county here. Yeah, we'll grant him that title. There we go. So he's our vassal. And we still need to grant out these 2 down here and then this one over here. So let's go and see if we got any other knights that we might want to give a title to. We've got Bernardino. And he's pretty good too.
All of your knights are like not good people.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, they're not the most chivalrous knights.
You hang out with some shady peeps.
We're going to give him a title too. He can have this one over here, I suppose. And there we go. Let's just give him Corona. Alright, excellent. So we'll give him this one. And we could give like these 2 because they're neighboring. We could give them to the same guy. But I like to keep my vassals as weak as possible.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I try and keep them as weak as I can. Now, if you get a huge, massive realm, like what we've got in our Polish series going, then at that point, you're kind of just like, whatever, just handing titles out. And it's just convenient to give it a bunch to one person, but...
all the other dudes would get jealous.
Yeah, they would all get jelly. Another thing to do, and I always like using this kind of mechanic, is that you can look in your court for guest, and if you have like a really good guest, normally you'd have to pay him to join your court, right? So you got to recruit him to your court. In this case, this guy costs 115 gold. You can instead just give him land, and then you don't have to pay him anything. And so that's one way to get like really good guests to join your court without having to pay him any money. Of course, you're giving him land, but if you're going to give it out to somebody anyways, yeah, I think this guy's fine. Robert, why not? We'll grant him a title.
Because he's a coward.
Is he a coward?
He's a cowardly planner.
Oh, yeah, I suppose he is.
Guess he won't do anything against you then.
I'm trying to give it through the map. They just, again, they make it kind of a pain here. We'll give him this one. And yeah, we want cowardly people. Alright, so this is going to be the last one to grant out. I don't think we have any more knights, though. We just looked at that. And I didn't see anybody else in the court that we might want to do. We could just invite some knights and then give them the titles. Normally when you invite the knight, if you want to hire him, you've got to pay him. But doing it this way, you just give him a title, and then you got to pay him anything. So yeah, we'll do that, guys. We've still got at least one more title to grant out here. Another thing we need to do before we get started here is deal with these prisoners. And I'm thinking about dealing with the brother, too.
Probably should.
Yeah, I mean, if we get rid of his titles, then he has no claim to anything. And, you know, I'd really like to force him to take the vows, but that's not an option because he's not our courtier. So yeah, if we just do this, then he's not that much of a problem anymore because he loses all his claims. And then you can try and recruit him. Somebody wanted me to, but he's always going to hate us. So he's going to be incredibly dangerous. With that high intrigue, I think he's just too dangerous in the court. He would not be willing to give us a weak hook. So let's just have him renounce the claims so we don't have to worry about him at least having legitimate claims on us. Now, we could, of course, have tried to disinherit him.
Torture him.
It looks like that wasn't an option now because he's not part of our realm. We can't torture him. We're letting him out of prison, Jinx. That's part of what we force him to renounce his claims in order to get out of prison. That's what he gets.
We can't, keep a pinky or something?
Keep a pinky of his?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could, but I mean,
You could turn him into an onion knight.
Make him carry his fingers on his, around his neck. Unfortunately, can't do any of that right now, Jinx. Well, so we're keeping this count here. Who the hell is this guy? I don't know. Some unlanded guy who's got no money. And we don't want to keep him either. Let's see. Do we want to just negotiate his release? Or do we just want to chop off his head? Jinx is like, chop off his head.
And so, totally. Why are we letting everybody wear their hoodies in the prison? I know it's drafty, but it's supposed to not be pleasant.
Yeah. Well, these guys are all on house arrest, Jinx. So they're not even in prison.
Oh.
So they're actually, it's probably not that bad wherever they're at.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, kind of.
The guy just has a set of bars in his house that he stands behind whenever you visit him.
Yeah, basically, that's the way it works. Just so it looks like he's...
See, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's got really high intrigue. I see. So we caught her in that war with the Muslims. This is her spouse. You better pay for her. Because so far we haven't gotten anybody to agree to a ransom. I don't think so.
He's not going to pay for her.
He's already considering a proposal. Yeah, he accepted it. We must have did that last episode or something. So yeah, we got 50 gold here, 50 gold here. So I guess we had decided to let that one count out. I didn't even realize that.
You decided. No one escapes my dungeon.
Once they're in, they never come out. Or at least, if they do come out, they'll be missing some limbs. There's one of the knights that we just asked for. He's decent. Yeah, he's alright. Yeah. We could, I could see he's Anglo-Saxon. So he's coming from England over here. Yeah, I could see giving him this title. Let's wait. Because I'd hate to give it to him and then we get two awesome knights that are even better than him. So we're going to wait.
Are the people going to be upset that he's not a Spaniard?
The people here, yes. They would be upset that he is not the same culture.
Who's this Gingy guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, culture does play a role. And then there's also religion as well, but he's Catholic, so it won't be an issue. I'd say religion might be a little bit more important for the popular opinion in the counties.
We'll just get him a good Catholic wife.
One thing we do need to take a look at is control. I assume control is low in some of these areas. It's very low in Leon. So we're probably going to have to send our marshal over there. So let's go and put Count Rodrigo over there, which is El Cid, the famous El Cid. I've got to mention him. If I don't, I know somebody's going to get irritated at me if I go this whole time with him on our council and not mention it.
Well, they're going to be really irritated that I don't know who that is.
He's a a knight. He's had some poems and some
guy.
literature written about him. He's pretty famous. He's kind of like a hero in Spain.
Did he woo some ladies?
This guy's not as good.
So he's like Puss in Boots?
Yeah. Puss in Boots, exactly, Jinx. I don't really like talking about him. We're playing in Spain, so it makes sense because he's so like over talked about in CK. Like out of all the famous characters, like let me tell you something. In every single one of my CK series where I've started in the 1066 start date, I've had at least 5 comments about him. It doesn't matter where I'm playing. Somebody will bring up El Cid. In the Polish series, I think we had one of his swords or something. And so I had like a bunch of comments about his sword. What is this about?
Does it help you with the ladies?
I don't remember what all the
Like,
modifiers for were.
Do you want to see my Spanish sword?
This is a feast we're going to go to, guys. This better be worth my time, is what I said. Wow. That's how we arrive at feast, huh? But yeah, I just feel like he gets brought up so much in all my series and stuff, so I wasn't going to mention him. But yeah, he is our marshal. He's a really good marshal. And he should have some fantastic prowess because, he was a knight. And one of the interesting things about him, I think this is our childhood trait for Oso. Oso is bossy. Of course he is. So it says, there is no end to the opinions and wants of my son and heir Oso. Because he's a bear, of course. Half of the time he is trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. Alright, so formidable or aggravating, it's a fine line to walk.
It really is.
So with that, we can actually get him an education selected. So this guy is kind of like the mid-range knight between all the ones we got, but he is also insane.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Yeah.
A zealous maniac.
A zealous maniac, while also calm.
He's a maniac.
No, he's not like that. He's not a maniac like that. He's calm, Jinx.
Oh.
He's not doing any dancing.
Well, that's
He's too calm.
Dancing maniacs are my favorite.
All right, so I feel like we got a clear choice here, guys. It was the first one. It was the first guy that was the best one. Oh, I'm looking here like I've already hired him. We haven't hired him yet. So let's go ahead and go into our courts. And unfortunately, I don't think we can sort in here, can we? Nope, I don't have any of that yet.
What?
Yeah, you can't sort through here. So we're looking for a guy with high prowess. I don't remember which one he is. It's not that one.
His name is Leofield.
Oh, you remember his name?
Yeah.
Jinx is much better at names than I am. There he is. Yeah, that's him. So he's the one we're going to grant this title to, so that we don't have to hire him. We just grant him a title. And it'll be this one right here. And he'll love us.
We just met.
Yeah, but he'll like us because we gave him a title. I mean, I guess he doesn't like us as much as I thought he would.
I'd be pissed if I was in your court.
Why?
Like, this guy just shows up.
And we just give him a title?
You don't even know him. You're like,
You know
here,
what?
have some land.
Okay, but I gave 3 of our Loyal Knights titles first, Jinx. Okay, wait a minute. I gave 2 of our Loyal Knights titles, and then some random guy. And then another random guy. But yeah, I gave out
50% random guys.
Yeah, I guess you want to do math and stuff. Oh, that's right, our child. So she probably has her trait. Yeah, she has her trait. She's curious.
I honestly forgot we had a daughter.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Terrible.
Yeah, we never got a notification, I don't think, about her being curious because she's not our heir.
So nobody cares.
Nobody cares. So she's a curious kid. There's
Like,
rarely a
"Look,
silent
Daddy,
moment.
I found a butterfly. And you're like, I don't care, kid.
She's always asking questions. Actually, I forgot. In the console version, you can't pick the education, I don't think, until they're a certain age. I don't know how old. In the PC version, you can set the education whenever. It doesn't matter. You just basically want to wait until they have their childhood trait. But yeah, in this console version, for whatever reason, they make you wait until the kid's older. And I suppose that kind of makes sense. It's really just a matter of like quality of life. Being able to just quickly pick the education for your children.
Watch your daughter end up being the son you should have had.
In the Polish series, my character has 2 sons and 3 daughters. And I married a genius woman with the hope that our kids would become geniuses as well. Mm-hmm. And out of the 5 kids, 2 of the daughters got the genius trait. 1 daughter got like a lower level intelligent trait, and neither of the sons got an intelligent trait. In fact, one of them's sickly. The oldest son's turning out all right, but yeah, it was only the daughters who got the intelligence trait. Yeah, we're still above the domain holding limit.
How is our sickly baby doing?
I don't know. We'll take a look at him. Still sickly. Poor kid. You know what? What I thought was not funny, because he's sickly, so it's not funny, but was interesting, is that I named him Sancho, and he's sickly. And this happens like almost every time I name a kid after my own character. He always ends up being sickly, yeah.
Really?
Happened, yeah, recently in that Polish series. We named him after our king. I think it was like Mieszko or something like that. And the kid was sickly. And it was like my 3rd son that I finally named after myself.
Interesting.
And then he was sickly. I feel like there's something to that.
Like if you don't name the firstborn that, then they're going to die.
Yeah, like the firstborn is like poisoning the kid or something like that. Didn't I tell you there'd be issues because of that?
Already.
Yeah. So because we're 1 over the holding limit, essentially what the penalty of that is, you can see that our tax and our levies are red right now. And that's why, because we're not going to get all of our money and stuff because we're 1 over. So it's just kind of a negative. I don't remember how much it is for being 1 over. I don't know, 20% or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of hefty. So you don't want to go above your domain holding limit. It would be ill-advised to do so.
Does that just mean you don't have the staffing to go collect taxes?
Yeah, essentially, you don't have the ability to manage those holdings because you're quite limited on how much you could manage at once. But yeah, that is causing us that penalty, guys. So it's something you don't want to do. I'm only doing it because I don't care. We'll be all right. We got money. But overall, you typically want to give them all out. Control also impacts your income as well. So, yeah, we could earn a lot more from Leon if we got that control fully up. Yeah, I mean, we're earning 13.7. That's not bad, guys. In fact, I bet there's some stuff we can build right now. And one of our vassals will take in prisoner. So all kinds of battles happening across our realm right now. Probably vassals fighting each other over territory. But yeah, let's go ahead and build something. Yeah, they'll fight each other.
No.
Yeah, actually you can. So like, let's say, I mean, we'd have to find somebody who's like this guy here. You can demand that he stops his war. Stop vassal war.
Oh.
So yeah, you can demand that he stops it.
But I guess you don't care.
I don't care. No, it is good to sometimes keep an eye on this. Because, you know, one vassal can become really powerful as he conquers other vassals or whatever. But there are negatives to doing so as well. And they can just outright refuse you too. They don't have to listen. So one thing we could get with our money here is a duchy building. Though we are limited and can't get any of the military duchy buildings. Because we're lacking that innovation. Which most of these are military ones. So it only gives us 3 choices, Jinx. If we wanted to put this in here. Now, we have the tax offices, we got the leisure palaces, and we got the royal reserves. So you have to pick one of those 3. I typically put like a military building in the capital, just cause. But yeah, we could go with one of these 3, I suppose. Holding taxes, we don't make a lot of money, so this is probably not going to give us a huge amount, but 10%, yeah, it's probably not going to be a big boost for us. Leisure palaces, you get prestige, stress loss, hostile and personal schemes have a higher success chance. You get more control.
To kill people there.
Yeah, it'd be slightly easier to kill people. That's all Jinx cares about.
Distract them with boobies.
Yeah. And then we have the royal reserves, which would give us 0.8 gold. That probably would actually give us more gold than this one would at this moment, just because of how much we currently make in the duchy. So yeah, that would probably make us slightly more. And then you get the development growth bonus and an A+5 in popular opinion. So yeah, I don't know.
We want people to like us.
Yeah, we do want people to like us. We could also create the Duchy of Leon as well, and then build something here. If we wanted to put like the military one in our capital.
Do they have the burr thing?
No. We wouldn't be able to get the military ones yet. We'd have to wait till we have the thing. But I'm saying we could wait to build it over here and then build one of the civilian ones.
Oh, that makes sense.
Over here by getting the duchy here, which I wanted to get the duchy here anyways. So Let me just see here. Do we have the duchy? Oh, it looks like we have the duchy already.
Oh, good, because then we wouldn't be able to afford it.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to afford it. We'd have to wait. But yeah, since we already have the duchy building, we can go ahead and create it now if we wanted to. One of these three. And yeah, I kind of feel like maybe the leisure palaces or the royal reserves is fine.
The leisurely Leon.
You want the leisure palaces?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where we're going to put, which I think it makes sense putting it here because it's not that far of a ride. You know, you just cross these little plains here.
Go do your dirty business in
up
the
in
mountains.
the hills. Yeah, that's where we do our dirty business. That's where we get freaky. You know, you got to get away from court. You got to get away from court. Man, that's where people die, Jinx. Yeah, I think that should be helpful for us. And it'll increase the development of Leon, which is currently 11. Oh, that's almost the size our capital. Can't have that. So we need to boost this. We're currently working on it, guys. We'll keep on doing so. Also, we just got a perk. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and figure out which one of these branches we want to go in because we've already finished the first one. So do we want to go down the Overseer or the Gallant? So Overseer, that's going to give us, you know, a lot of dread bonuses, control bonuses. Looks like we get some siege progress against any revolts. Mercenaries are cheaper. The army's cheaper. Higher fort level. Yeah,
that sounds like you.
It's essentially controlling our territory easier. While Gallant is, you know, being a chivalrous knight. And we're going to get some more prowess. We're going to be able to do romance schemes better, faster, have higher success chance. Promising prospects. This is great for marriage. More likely to accept marriages with you. Increase your opinion with your spouse. Get more skills from your spouse. So that's helpful. More knights. Lower casualties for our armies. Higher knight effectiveness. So yeah, it's just a matter of which way do you want to go, Jinx. I feel like we don't really have a control problem. Honestly, some of these wouldn't be as useful. The army gold maintenance is probably the best thing here. Of course, getting advantage in your home territory is nice if you're defending. And the fort levels are great too. But yeah, I almost feel like we should just go with the Gallant direction just because it would be more useful for us. What do you think, Jinx?
Sure.
You want to go for that one?
Is he going through like a midlife crisis?
Are you saying he's
Does
not
he feel bad about
Are
the
you
things that he's
trying
done?
to say he's not a gallant dude?
No.
What are you talking about? Look at, we're brave.
Oh, yeah.
We're brave.
Such a swell guy.
Are you talking about because of what I did to my brothers?
I mean...
Are you judging me based on what I did to my brothers,
I
Jinx?
fully support you. I'm just saying. It's not very gallant behavior.
It also reduces the risk of controlling armies, so it makes us less likely to die when we're a general. But yeah, I mean, we had to deal with the brothers, Jinx. They were trying to kill me.
I know.
I feel like it wasn't my fault.
I mean, you tried first, but they were gonna.
So this is funny because I just talked about El Cid Rodrigo here, and I said I wasn't going to talk about him anymore. Just briefly mentioned him. And here he is. He just wormed his way into the video, which I believe Campeador means champion. Campeador? Yeah, Jinx says it nicer than me.
It may be wrong, but it sounds nicer.
Sounds way better. That makes me feel like it's right. Did you want to read the whole event for us?
Sure. The true enemy of every soldier is complacency. My friend Count Rodrigo says before rearranging his shirt. We are standing side by side up on my castle's walls, looking down on the soldiers conducting drills below. We could exchange the castle's gate for planks of wood and dull the arrows in the troops' quivers, he continues. Lead the soldiers in a mock charge against the castle and see how well they do in action.
So this event is really cool because it makes me wish that there was actual battle events like this. It's you guys will see. We're going to do it. So we say, good idea, you should lead the defenders, or our time is better spent improving our defenses, which I disagree with. We're going to do this one, increase opinion with them, and we might get a martial lifestyle perk at the end of it. But you guys will see it.
What was the matter with the shirt?
He was just straightening it out, Jinx, making sure he looks nice.
Was he naked?
Well, no, he was talking... Yeah, we're just naked together. He was talking about complacency is the enemy of, gotcha. Enemy of being a good soldier or whatever. And so he was making sure that his uniform looked good. You were in the military with me, Jinx. You remember how it's like. Your uniform's gotta look nice. It's gotta be perfect. Everything's gotta be lined up nice.
He's just wearing a green shirt.
So our son is actually, Sancho is no longer sickly anymore.
Yay!
So he lost the sickly trait.
He's running around with all the other children.
So our spare is doing good.
Nice.
We got an heir and a spare, guys. So here's the first event,
And a
first
girl.
charge, and we have a daughter. So a tightly shut gate and walls that loom high into the sky, archers can be seen as shadows moving behind the battlements, and a feeling of genuine excitement permeates the air. In the lull before battle, I turn and address the soldiers. My order rings out loud and clear across the field. So we have two options here. We can tell our troops to charge the main gate, or bring out the ladders. And if we have them bring out the ladders, the attack progresses well. If we charge the main gate, it's a riskier approach that may yield a higher reward. We will get the 50 lifestyle experience points, and it's a prowess challenge, which we're pretty decent at. We can't check that, unfortunately. So I'm a little surprised there's only a 60% chance of success. Maybe it's because of who we're fighting against. So what do you think, Jinx? Should we risk it? I feel like 60% is horrible.
I charge.
Well, we're charging no matter what. Should we go out to the main gate or the ladders?
Ladders are heavy. Charge.
We're going to go the safer and tactical approach. It seems like it's fitting for our character, too, because he's a strategist, you know. And, yeah, I think 60% is a horrible odd. So let's go with the bring out the ladders. We're going the safe approach, guys. Under siege, battlement bravado.
Taking the final step up onto the walls surrounding the castle, I surveyed the scene. Many soldiers may have been lost to the archers on the walls, but we will not be deterred. One after another, we overwhelm the defenders and stand victorious over the fallen. I take a deep breath, and then it is time to press on again.
All right, so now we can say everyone with me. And now this is a martial challenge, so we're far more likely to succeed. A 97% chance that it's going to go very well. So probably should go with that option. And then we have a safer option. Archers take up your positions or hit them hard. Show no mercy. This is a tyrannical, dreadful option. Probably because it's our own people.
You wound the mayor.
We wound the mayor because we just go crazy swinging wildly. Yeah, let's go with the everyone with me. And we quickly level Count Rodrigo's forces. The attack progresses very well. I'm over here doing a mock battle, and a real war has got to start. Like, I'm busy. But it is our ally.
Playing.
Yeah, we're playing war right now. So we'll go ahead and accept it. Is he the one attacking? It's a holy war. And yes, he is attacking. Okay. So he's attempting to expand into Muslim territory here. I'm not super interested about helping out with it because it is an offensive conflict. And while we should be helping our fellow Christians, at the same time, I just don't feel like
on
it.
his side, right?
Yeah, he'll be alright. He's the one who started the war. Though the AI does, sometimes calculate their allies' troop numbers. And so sometimes they think they can win a war because they expect their ally to help. And then you don't help, and then they lose.
Nobody shows up.
Nobody shows up. Here's the next event here. Under siege, every step of the way. The stairwell echoes as another dulled weapon bounces off the middle pillar. For the second time in a matter of minutes, I curse the tight spiral that blocks us from swinging our weapons at the defenders. What's interesting, they used to build these stairwells so that you'd be able to swing, because most soldiers are right-handed, or most people are right-handed, I guess. Even if you're not born right-handed, people will train you to be right-handed. And so they'd build it so that the defenders up top could swing while the attackers going up the stairs could not. The heavy breath of the soldiers around me is deafening, and with every repelled attack, they grow more resigned and frustrated. I have to take charge of the situation. We are winning, but there is no room for mistakes. So we can say, don't let up. We will overwhelm them. This is a diplomacy challenge, so we need to talk them into, we got to do a speech essentially. So 55% chance we'll be successful. That's really not what we're great at. We can instead take the safer one at a time, stay alert. Probably one we should go with. Or we can say, behind me, I will protect you. And we'll gain 6 stress because we are brave. We only gain 6 stress, so I think we would have gained more if we weren't brave. But that's the only way that we can definitely get a very well when it comes to the increasing of progress. Because of this, you only got a 55% chance. So I feel like we should do this. 28% chance of getting wounded.
And you'll just look cool.
Yeah, we'll look cool too. Behind me, I will protect you. And it's just play war too.
And you get wounded, seriously maimed.
Yeah, we lose our face. Did you want to read the storming of a castle?
The castle is ours. Among the celebrating soldiers, I find Count Rodrigo, who congratulates me on a charge well led. Look at them, my lord. The change of pace did them good. Even you seem reinvigorated, even though your castle was just lost to the attackers.
Alright, so we say our enemies will never stand a chance, and we're going to get the martial lifestyle perk, which is great. We just got one. We get another one. And then we also get the improved defenses, increasing fort level and garrison size in our capital. But what do you think, Jinx? Wasn't this awesome?
Yeah, that was fun.
Can you imagine if like real wars had cool events like this? But they don't. Like, how sad is that?
That is sad.
Like, I don't understand that. Why you have these cool events like this with all these different choices for the siege and stuff and how you're going to progress it and how you want to take the castle and what choices you want to make, whether you're going to be successful or not or get injured or whatever.
And you're just playing games.
Yeah, and you're just playing. There's nothing like that in the game for warfare. It's just sad.
Let's get some of that.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that for the actual conflict. I think they don't want the wars to be decided by events.
True.
They want it to be decided with the war mechanics.
Makes sense.
But sieges are just timers anyway. So I don't understand why you couldn't do that for a siege rather than just a play thing. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to go with the knight effectiveness here, guys. It's going to make our knights a lot more effective. And I guess we'll get through this month, but this is actually the end of the episode, guys. Control is up everywhere, so we're good to go. You can see we're probably making more money. Maybe have a bit more levies. Our levies right now are 46.29. Our men-at-arms, we should probably take a look at that next episode and see if we want to get some more men-at-arms going. Because, yeah, we still have one more slot going, and we haven't even fully increased these guys up to size. So that's something we might want to do with our money next episode. We had this war as well that I'm not helping out in. Hopefully he's doing okay in it. I'm not even sure who we're at war with. Looks like these guys down here. Yeah, it looks like he's in the war.
He's a baby.
I don't think that this guy's in it. Yeah, he's not in the war. It's just these guys here.
It's a bunch of children.
Yeah, everybody's really young apparently. Yeah, look at them all. Well, here's the one old man. You got some couple old men down here in the south. Yeah, unfortunately, this will have to be the end of the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. We hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.